Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to 112 Operator. Now, this game has just been released. It is a new release on Steam. It is a successor to 911 Operator. It's got more updated graphics and more streamlined gameplay. This game was donated to the channel by Depapa Ken, so thank you for that, despite the fact that Depapa Ken only donated it because he wanted to see me try and bumble through emergency situations, so let's just make that clear. Now, it's worth noting that that this game is based off real-life calls that 112 and 911 operators do get in real life, so there may be some content in this that may invoke some bad situation memories or anything like that, and may have some sexual connotations for some of the call-outs and stuff like that. So just a little bit of a pre-warning that there might be some content in here that does disturb some people. So just take care when you're watching it. It's 112 Operator is basically based on you are an emergency operator. You are controlling police, fire and ambulance services and responding to call-outs. One of the awesome things about this game is that you can go to any city or town in the world. So you can go to your town and you can operate emergency services there. You can operate within one district, two districts, or many districts, any city in the world, any town in the world, and the game will download the data for that, including street names and all that type of stuff. So for me, I will be starting a game based in the area that I live, which is in the Adelaide Hills, and basically let's go and check this out. Hopefully I don't let myself down and provide Depapa Ken with a big laugh. So thank you very much for donating it to the channel, and this entire series is dedicated to you. He's a wonderful part of the Summidium community, and I appreciate it very much. So we will do a free game. We're not going to do a campaign. We're going to do a free game. I will actually do my specific area, and we will search for that. So I think for this one we will start off on Junior, which is just one single district, which is here. We have region specific. We have heat waves here. We don't have tornadoes. We don't have blizzards. Thankfully, we don't have blizzards. We are close to earthquake points and seismic points, but we don't really have earthquakes here either. So I think we will disable that one there, and we will start on this district here, and we will put our name in. Their last name Idiom, and we shall start. Alright, your current autosave, which is the test out game that I did, will be deleted, which is fine. Recommended if you know 911, failed incident penalty ×2, fewer incidents, weaker criminals. So we might play on normal just to mix it up a little bit there. Earthquake survival, drop to the ground, and they actually give you hints and tips here for some of the scenarios that you do come across in here. Earthquake survival for us is not, but they do bring up first aid tips and stuff there as well. So as you can see, we can go to the next tip: evacuation from a burning building. Let's see, usage of a fire extinguisher. First aid, fainting. So all of these things here, you're supposed to have a good knowledge of. So this could be pretty interesting. It could be pretty interesting. So here we are in the Mount Barker district, right there. We have currently at our disposal, we have 87,500 in our budget. We have one patrol car. We have one police van. We have one ambulance and one transport ambulance. You can see top speeds on there, which do play and transport seats. Helped injured person bonus is 50 of 0.5 on that, and we have one fire truck at the moment. So what we can do is, as we move through the game and through our career, we can actually purchase new units and stuff like that. This is the outline of our district, so we are operating within this area here. Now this is the Mount Barker layout, and street names and all that type of stuff are actually current with what the street names are here. You can see each of our police officers, as well as our other officers in the other departments, all have specific efficiencies. You can see driving is 0.83 there, driving is 0.86 there. This guy has a 0.79 driving, and he's the best driver for that. This guy here has a 0.79, and he's the best driver for that. So different skills, different types of thing. This unit here is the best one to respond really quickly to specific first aid issues. I do use that quite a lot. The police car is the best for pursuits. The police van is great for backing up the police unit, and also for areas where there's more than sort of two suspects. And this fire truck is specifically designed to fight fires, has a water capacity and an extinguish fire bonus. We can't really do much with that at the moment. Our objectives here are to maintain a positive reputation during our probation period, which is 3 duties. So in the emails here, it's basically saying in this one, yep, congratulations, you've been accepted for the job as 112 operator, and I wish I was 39 years old, by the way, and you are basically on a probation period. So duty day 1. This will give us the weather forecast will give us an idea of what the weather is for this particular duty that's coming up. So it's worth knowing that if you've got super strong winds or anything like that, then you would be prepared for, any type of emergency that would be related to really strong winds. So this also comes into play when we start having bushfires and we need to control bushfires. Statistics are the statistics of what we've done so far in the game, and districts are it shows what district we are working in. If we're doing multiple districts, it shows you multiple districts and what units are available in those districts. And you can actually call backup as well should you need to do that later on. You can once you've got some career points, you can actually expand and add other districts to look after. So anyway, that's an explanation of the game so far. Let's get in and let's do our first duty, see how we go, and hopefully we don't make Papa Ken laugh too much. So, all right, we have our first incident coming up here, which is right here. It's medical assistance needed, 1 injured, so we shall send an ambulance out there straight away. That's at Flaxley Road, 186. We don't know, a person suffering from epilepsy is having a seizure, medical assistance required, so we will send this unit out for that particular job. Now, it has... up here we have, we can pause by pressing the space button, or by using these controls up here. We can slow it down. We can speed it up as well. We've got strong wind at the moment, 10 miles a second. It's 4 degrees. It's a rainy day, and there we go. We have an incident here. A driver was reported running a red light. Okay, well that's not too bad. So we will send the patrol car out for that one, and they will pursue him and they will actually pull him over. You can click on these incidents, and over here you can see a rundown of the situation on site as we go. So they are looking after the injured person. They will put them in the ambulance, and you can see that 1 dot there means that they have 1 patient on board, and they are returning to the hospital here. There's the police station, there's the fire station. Over here at the moment, this is the driver, and the police are currently questioning her, and will probably give her a fine.
Operator?
So we will send, we might send him down here. Here's our first call.
112, what's your emergency?
Hey, I need an ambulance.
Well, where are you? What's the address?
It's Fingles Road.
What happened?
I was trying to get my cat down from a tree in my backyard, and I fell on my back. It hurt
Okay,
so bad.
so we've sent an ambulance straight away. Get the address first. Can
Are
you
ready
move?
to get up?
No, I don't think so.
I'll send an ambulance to you. Stay where you are.
Okay, please hurry.
Okay, so everything slows down when you, as soon as you take a phone call. Now I'm sending a fire truck out to this one. There's some trash on fire that came up while we were on that call. This unit here is heading down to where this guy fell out of the tree. We are sending an ambulance there, and you can actually put notes in here should you feel like you need, or should you feel the need to put notes in there, especially on some of the bigger cases that you have. So there's another incident here, a diabetic shock. We will send the ambulance straight out there. Medical assistance required. We can see what's happening here. This is the trees that he fell out of. He's being treated at the moment. This unit has put out the trash fire and will head back to the fire station now. So it can get hectic in the first few stages. It's not really that hectic, but as you can see, they're transporting them back to the hospital there. Sometimes they do tend to take the main roads most of the time. That victim is being looked after right now, and they've been looked after. Okay, we've got an incident up here, red light again. We will send the patrol car up there to intercept those people there, provided they don't go outside of our district, which it looks like they're staying on the border of our district. This is our next call.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello. My friend wants to drive drunk.
Have you tried stopping him, miss?
Of course I did. He doesn't listen to me at all.
Can you hide his keys?
He's holding on to them. He won't let me take them.
Where are you, ma'am?
It's,
Maybe you should call him a taxi.
a taxi? I haven't thought of that. I'll try. Thank you.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to send a police unit out there anyway to try and resolve that. You do need to be really, really careful of how you do choose to deal with a telephone call. The reason being that you can lose points if you don't deal with it correctly. Okay, we've got another incident. Person slipped and probably twisted an ankle.
Reporting.
We will send this unit out there for that one.
We're done here.
Actually, we
Going there,
won't. We
reporting.
will send that
10-4.
unit out, I think, and we
Awaiting
will
orders.
bring this one
Going
back to
there.
the hospital. The reason being is this unit here is more of a transport unit. This one, it's a twisted ankle, so I don't want to tie this unit up at this point in time,
Awaiting orders. 10-4.
purely because this ambulance is a better responder for any medical emergencies. So if I send these guys out, they can deal with the twisted ankle, no worries. They may transport them back to hospital. Okay, what we've got here is a wallet was stolen. The suspect is on the run. We will send a pursuit car.
Get them.
It looks like it's only one single suspect, so these guys should be able to handle it themselves. Suspects to arrest on site need unit with handcuffs and a free place in a vehicle, which these guys do. They're trying to
We're
run
done
away.
here. Receiving. Going there.
112, what's your emergency?
Hello, I need medical advice.
Can you tell me where you are?
It doesn't fucking matter.
What happened, sir?
with a knife. Accidentally.
Where's the wound?
It's in the upper thigh.
Are you sure you weren't stabbed?
Well, I think that I could tell if I was stabbed or if I stabbed myself.
Is it bad?
Well, there's a knife in my thigh. It's hot and there's blood soaking from it. Feels bad.
Sir, can you tell me the address, please? I'm just trying to help.
God, you're such a drag. I'm gonna hang up if you ask me one more time.
Okay, I need to try and keep him on the phone so that we can
You should take it out
so
as
that we
fast
can
as
keep
possible.
tracing this and
What?
find out where he
No,
is.
isn't it like gonna explode?
Yes, it will.
Lie down.
I already am lying.
Let me see.
Please, let me send help. You might need an ambulance, and your life is way more important than anything you've done.
Jeez. Okay.
This is a
Painful.
very tough one. Okay, Springview Terrace.
Be quick.
I need to get
I feel like I'm about to.
I need to get this unit out here as soon as possible. Okay, so we're sending medical out to there. I was trying to keep him on the phone there to so that we could trace his address, seeing as how he didn't want to give us the address. We also have an incident down here of shoplifting. I'm sending the van down here. There is one suspect to arrest on site. Firefighter intervention needed. An alarm was activated. We'll send the fires up there straight away for that one. We'll monitor how this is going. We have reached him on time, and they are transporting him to hospital, so that's pretty cool. Alright, so thankfully we managed to do that one. These ones here are currently doing the shoplifter, and they've interviewed the cashier and got a statement, and now they have arrested the shoplifter for that. Okay, so our response unit there is back in hospital. These guys here can head straight back to the fire station. When I have played 911 operator, and when I played 911 operator and I had more units, I did have the units patrolling areas or out in specific areas. Person went into diabetic shock. We need to spend our first response there.
112, what's your emergency?
Help. My girlfriend needs help.
So we'll try and get the address straight
Where
away.
are you? I need the address.
It's
Flaxley Road 171. We will send this ambulance here straight away.
What happened to your girlfriend?
she's unconscious. It looks like she's taking her pills. All of them.
And this is the type of thing that I said could be distressing. So
How old is she?
She's 22.
we've got an ambulance on the
Is
way.
she breathing? Does she have a pulse?
She's breathing, but her breath is very shallow and fast. I'm not sure, but I think her pulse is weak. Help.
Okay, what
Sir,
pills?
do you know what kind of pills she took?
Antipsychotics. She's been taking them for a week or two.
Is there any container or medicine packaging around?
Yes, it says chlorpromazine. She emptied it. Not a single pill left.
What's happening to her now? What are the symptoms?
She's not responding.
I'm just trying to keep this guy on the phone.
You should make her vomit to make sure there are no pills left in her stomach, and wait for the ambulance. Check up on her all the time. The ambulance should be there soon. She's going to be fine.
Okay, and he's on his way down there, remembering that time has slowed down at the moment.
Hurry up.
We are hurrying, buddy. It's all right. We are hurrying. So they're on their way out to sort that out. We have a trash on fire down here again, so we will send a unit out to there. We're going to send a police unit out here to speak to the suspect, who was the boyfriend. So he'll go out there. Over here, we are treating the victim over here, which is pretty cool. Getting that done. Okay, there's another incident here, which is a fire alarm.
Awaiting orders. On my
We will
way.
send these guys straight over to that. Thankfully, that's over. These guys are interviewing, the police are interviewing, which I think is probably standard procedure. They're interviewing the suspect.
Receiving.
We'll send these guys back up here. Ambulance is taking her to hospital, and these guys are heading back to here. So there you go. This is our time up here. We've got 23 seconds left on our shift. So I think we've successfully done a shift here. And our shift is nearly over. So we can breathe a sigh of relief. Okay, so here's the duty summary that we've got. Epileptic seizure solved. Now you can click on any of these and see what happened. The operator ordered Unit 3 to go epileptic seizure. Unit 3 arrived on site. One injured person was delivered to hospital. We've got red light offence there. He was fined 2002. Trash on fire. Burning dumpster had been extinguished. Let's see. This one here is spinal injury. So this was one of the calls. So it has a record of the actual call and what happened there. It also tells you sometimes the things that you have done right or anything that you may have done wrong. So that's worth knowing. If you've lost any points in any of this, then it will actually show you what you have and haven't done. So you can see here, unconscious girlfriend, none of 3. So if we have a look in here, a young man called, reported he found his girlfriend unconscious. Operator determined location for the incident during conversation, which was good, because you should always try and determine the location. And I learnt this when you're in 911, as soon as possible, so that you can actually get a unit on the way while you're having a conversation and working out what's happened. Now, if it's something that you can cancel the unit for, then you can cancel it, but at least it's on the way if you need it. Questions asked by the operator were helpful to the paramedics, which is good. The operator instructed the caller to make his girlfriend vomit, which should never be advised if the victim is unconscious. So there you go. This is why I lost points for that. So that's worth remembering for anything else that I do. Let's see. He was questioned and reported, and she was delivered to hospital. So next time, if she's unconscious, do not make her vomit. And I probably should have known that, but I didn't. So there you go. It says that the party was ignored. I can't remember that one. I cannot remember that one. But anyhow, this is our stats here. Total incidents resolved 16. 2 people were put in jail. 2 people were billed, meaning fined. 4 were hospitalised. 7 were aided. We got 32 reputation. There was 1 unsolved incident. We got 2 career points, 86.49 efficiency, and we earned $7,275, which will go into our tally for eventually upgrading our units. At this point in time, just fiddling around with it at the moment. I have not found they only seem to have 1 slot in here, but I have not found at the moment. The police usually had 2 slots where you could also add like bulletproof vests and all that type of stuff, medical kits for the fireys and all that type of stuff as well, but I haven't found that in here anyway. So, but we haven't got. I certainly haven't got that far into it. So, there you go. That's episode number 1 of 112 Operator. This is actually an absolutely awesome game, and 911 appealed to me greatly. I didn't get a lot of gameplay in this in 911, but I am really excited about this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it as well. Learning as I go, bumbling through as I always do, and I will definitely film some more episodes of this, because I'm actually looking forward to all of the gameplay and expanding all of these units as we go and getting better at what we do. You can rename your units here. So we've got Unit 1, Unit 2, let's see. So, you know, for example, when we get, if we have a look at predefined units here, we've just got a normal fire truck there. We can put out other police patrol units, and you can rename them all over here, which would probably help you. It's okay when you've only got a very small amount, but once you start sort of building up the amount of districts that you have and the amount of vehicles that you have, then it's probably worth renaming these. So for example, this one here, it's probably worth renaming this to Transport 1, and then later on when we get other units, and if we go back into predefined units, you can see that this is the rescue ambulance. So you would call that response 1, and then when we get another one, response 2, and stuff like that. So yeah, this is 112 Operator. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please hit like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I do play a massive variety of games. I have a wonderful community that donates games to me to play, and so plenty of content to come out. But I will see you in the next episode of 112 Operator, and don't forget that we do stream regularly on Twitch. So there's a link to my Twitch below, so hit that if you haven't joined Twitch. I will see you later, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.